Let's get popping. Let's go. Welcome back and welcome to the first time, if it is your first time, at Kickback Quali, where we're going to have the live qualifying watch. You know how we do. We got trivia games. Will won last week. He might win again this week. Freak Dogs Flair won the week before that. Will sent out a $50 Visa gift card. I'm trying to see who's going to win Kickback Quali Trivia today. All right, so the way it goes, if you didn't see it, nothing's going on right now. I will get all the boards set up. We're going to watch timing. We're going to talk about updates. We're going to talk about everything else. We're going to talk about FIA documents. We're going to have a plethora of conversations that we will go into, and we're going to have a good time. So everybody just needs to be ready for that. We're also going to view some eye diagrams as far as what teams have been doing for updates, and we're also going to look over some of the FP3 situations. But it's looking like rain is going to be intermittent here in Spain, so we could get a very mixed grid. You know how that works sometimes, right? Rain, some teams don't do well, some cars come off track, and and so on. So it could be very mixed up, which makes it good for racing on race Sunday, all right, which I will make race day waffles. But if the grid gets shifted up and higher power cars get shifted back, then they have to work their way through the grid, and we get to see a little bit more overtaking, a little bit more challenges for those drivers, which tend to run out front. Max Verstappen, Perez not so much last time, but maybe this time he needs to do a bit better. Hopefully he does do a bit better, and those are some of the things that we're looking into, that we're looking for. So what I am going to do is I'm going to pop out this right here. I'm going to pop this out. I'm also going to make sure that we get the live chat going. I'm going to minimize this so we can reduce and save on some energy there. Bow, got documents. Now let's go ahead, try to get some of these boards up and going. Big shout out to you all in the live chat. I really do appreciate it. Paul jumped in here early, starting off with the super chat. Says, since I slept through the last live, figured I better start early. Laugh out loud. Hope the fam has a great day. Let's go, Lewis Hamilton. Peace and love, my friends. Paul always showering the live chat with some positive notions, positive energy, always kicking us off here at Wolfpack Performance with a very positive note. Big shout out to Paul. Really do appreciate it, my brother. All right, so Alonso and Verstappen right now, they're looking at some of their track, some of their telemetry, and Alonso is very, very similar to Max as far as his on and off brake throttle situation. So he's looking. Alonso is really trying to make a run for this campaign for him winning a race. Now, he's not going to win the Drivers' Championship. At least this season, Alonso will not be winning the Drivers' Championship. But he is really making a good campaign for the fact that if Aston Martin get all these other pieces back in place or get them in place, he may be able to do something. Right now, it looks like there's a 30% chance of rain for the session. So that's going to be very interesting as well. None of the cars, as you see right here, I'm going to bring it over. I'm telling you, I'm working on it. Everything's coming over. None of the cars right now, all zeroed out. You got a small amount of RPMs right there on Albon. You got Nico with a little bit higher RPM sitting around a 2,000 range, but everybody else is pretty dormant. So nothing's happening there yet. So you're not missing anything. So just chill out. Don't panic. Also, last week, Wildcat coming in with all the answers, actually, but not getting them in on time. So it's very important. Kickback Quality Trivia is about not only having the right answer, but having the right answer faster than everybody else. It also is arranged to where you can steal points and questions if you're faster, where if somebody might have got on the board first, that doesn't mean they're going to win, all right? So you got to be ready. You got to be faster than that. But let's talk about some of these things Aston's doing. They're doing some things with the bits on the front end wing plate, trying to play around with the flow conditioning of this car. But more than that, we can go ahead and show you the diagram going in. Wildcat, I got 2 laptops and 2 phones, 4 screens, and fingers are dialed in. My race engineer won't outrun me today. Wildcat is not playing about Kickback Quality Trivia. My man say he got 2 laptops, 2 phones, and 4 screens. Holy strikeys. Good God almighty, Wildcat. You're not playing no games for real. Also, you know what? Let's do a little bit more information. Let's go ahead and bring some trap speeds into this. Let's check out some trap speed time. So I want to go ahead. I'm going to bring that up as well. Yeah, there it goes. So let me go ahead and get us a trap speed time so we could see who's going through there the fastest. We only really care about the top. I'm going to say like the top 3. Let's just pay attention to the top 3 fastest cars as far as the trap speed is concerned. Like everything else is kind of like, yeah, it's cool. 4 is cool, but it's not really telling. We might do 4. We might do the top 4. We might do the top 4. We might not eliminate somebody if they're actually doing top 4. Let's pay attention to the top 4. So I'll bring the top 4 trap speeds, also sector speeds in, so we can take a look at that information as well. And let's see what those guys are also doing. So let me go ahead and bring that in and get that set up as well real quick. All right, so we said we're going to do the top 4. So let's just do the top 4. And yeah, I think that's good right there. Let me go ahead and bring them down some. And there are top 4. So got that information. I will bring that over as well so you can see it. All right, so boom, bada bing, bada boom, we're in there. All right, so information we're going to pay attention to, of course, lap times, sector times, tires, all that good stuff. We got what we need. We're going to pay attention to the top 4 drivers when it comes to trap speeds through the sectors, sector 1, sector 2, finish line, and the speed trap as well. So we'll look at that and see who's going to have the fastest car through those sections as well. We know overall who has the fastest car. Right now, you got Max Verstappen clearly sitting at the top, already assumed. And it might even be a safe bet to say he's going to win the driving championship. But, hey, if he doesn't, that would be a surprise. Blue Diva, it's raining in the paddock right now. It is. I'm looking at it. If you don't have your honey buns on deck, go ahead and get your honey buns on deck. Get your honey buns ready. Get your honey buns ready so you can have your snack. I'm going to eat mine between between Q2, Q3. No, actually, I'm going to eat mine as we go into Q3. Because between Q1, Q2, Q2, Q3, we're going to start quality kickback trivia between Q1 and Q2. So be ready for that. Yes, I want to go ahead and watch live. And we're about to get kicked off. Also showing you there's nothing going on. I am looking at the radar. The radar is looking like rain is going to be a definite here today. So that's something that we're definitely going to be having to pay attention to. Also, updates to the Ferrari. Not sure if right now at this GP, the updates are going to do or something, but let's also take a look at an FIA document as well, looking at Alpine maybe trying to give it their all. Will says Wildcat and Paul look like Morgan Freeman in front of sonar devices in the Dark Knight. I'm in for it today. Good luck, everyone. Wow, that was pretty damn good. That was pretty good shade. So as we see right here, we got Pierre taking his, previously he had 2 ICEs. He's taking a new one right now. We also have Pierre taking a turbocharger right here. Previously 2, he's taking another turbocharger. Then we also have Pierre taking an MGUH. That is the MGUH heat right there. So that's going to be pretty much between the turbo and the compressor housing. So that, remember, the MGUH will be leaving us 2026. I believe that's still the deal. The MGUH is going to be leaving us. So that won't be on there in some time coming. Also right here, we got Pierre Gasly taking an MGUK. So both MGUH motor generator units are leaving. The kinetic is more attached to the brake system back there. And then we have both Albon and not Albon, but both Ocon and Gasly taking exhaust. They got up to 8 of those, so that's really not a big deal. So that's what we got right there. There's not a lot of movement. I'm pretty sure next race there will be a little bit more of these allocations taken up, and also even some penalties coming as far as that is concerned. Right now, we got Galacticus in the live chat going for the win. Power of Cosmic. Okay, we're going to see. And then Paul says, I got my money on Wildcat and Mary. They are both hungry. So Paul is saying that Mary and Wildcat will either be the victors today when it comes down to quality kickback trivia. And we are going to see. As you do see right here, though, one of the updates on the Ferrari, shortening that shroud that goes over the side view mirror, and also even a bit of difference in the concaveness to the edge of that mirror as well, shortening that up. So there's going to be some interesting things that are going to be taken. We knew Spain was going to be that track. We knew we were going to see flow vids, saw aero rakes, but I have to say, I'm a bit surprised that we didn't see much of that in Mercedes. What's up with that? Why are we not seeing much more of that in Mercedes? They have a new concept, more, even though more conventional. Why are we not seeing a lot more flow viz? I mean, are they using invisible flow viz? Maybe they're using the white flow viz, and I'm not seeing as much, but it just seems like even Aston came out with the aero rakes. Why hasn't Mercedes come out with those aero rakes? Also, right here we go. Still nothing going on right now. No cars entering. We got 18 minutes on that clock. There are a few more cars with RPMs kicking in as they're probably getting those power units warmed up. So listen, we got nothing that we're missing right now. So we're losing nothing by talking about some other things that are going on the grid. But I don't know how much you're supposed to understand about a car if you're not trying to collect as much data as you can. Now, a lot of people were in support of Mercedes bringing the updates to Monaco, whereas I really wasn't in support of them bringing all the suspension updates, but I do get it. More information, even if it's a little information, is better than no information. Ferrari elected to go ahead and just bring their updates to Spain, but I haven't seen, to me, visually, that Mercedes have been doing the most they can to try to understand this car. No flow viz, I didn't see it. If you saw it, then I missed it. I didn't see any aero rakes. I didn't see it. If you saw some small ones, maybe they had some small ones in the rear, trying to collect a little bit of information as that airflow works its way to the rear of the car, then I missed those as well. If you saw it, hey, tag me in a picture. We do have cars right now entering pit lane, going down to the entrance, lining up. Systems are charging up. They are getting ready. As you see right here, bow, I tell you no lies. I bring it to you when I see it. 4,000 RPMs right there in Ocon. Now, mind you, let's go ahead. Our conditions are right now. Track is clear. Don't be afraid. We might run into a couple of red flags as we are in wet conditions. Logan Sargent channeling his inner Latifi. Logan Sargent says, I want to be the Latifi of Williams. By the way, that is Will's driver rookie of the year right now. And he's trying to challenge and channel that Latifi, just wrecking, putting the car into the wall. Said it was because of moisture. I don't know how much of that might have been true. I think he might be overplaying the wetness situation. But either way it goes, Logan hasn't really been on a great streak thus far, so we'll see how this qualifying session goes for him. I'm looking at Logan like it's quite possible Logan goes out Q1. It's quite possible he goes out Q1. So anyway, you see Piastri several sections and positions down from Lando, Hamilton, and Russell right there, but none of this matters right now until they get out here and start running it up. We'll look at the track. 7.9 kilometers an hour northeast winds, 24.3 degrees Celsius, and air is 20.8 degrees Celsius with a humidity of 75. So with a humidity that high, you're probably certain that it's going to rain because the heat hasn't kicked up. Now, if you have a heat index that comes up over maybe 100, and then you have that amount of humidity, it's because the water is evaporating off the ground, and then that humidity is entering the air. But right now, we don't have really any sunlight at all. I don't see any evaporation, so this is all moisture sitting in the air that quite possibly is going to come down on track. Also, a couple of funny radio messages during FP3 that we'll also cover. But right now, we're looking at the Triple Crown from McLaren, and we're waiting for these cars to go out. So what we will do is we'll flash back and forth. As you see, Russell Hamilton out front right now, just getting the track warmed up. And then if anything really changes, then we'll go back into it. Until then, we're going to have further conversation about a lot of other things going on like this right here. All right. Very interesting photos like this that we want to talk about, different in comparisons of diffusers. So there's a lot of updates going on. Even Red Bull bringing some updates. Drivers shifting around right now. Perez. Pretty much. Oh, my gosh. Already right there. Yuki, better be careful. Wishing everyone the best of luck for kickback quali. That's what I'm saying. Our quali kickback. You know what I'm saying? I see you right there. Blue Diva, always in it. And right there, Yuki locks it up, turns and angles the car, but saves it. He doesn't even enter the Pebbles wheel. So Yuki almost putting himself when these drivers do that, they're almost gifting somebody an opportunity to go into the next qualifying round, right? Because if you fall out, then somebody's going to be gifted. That means there's only 4 more spots left for drivers leaving that. Right now, Russell is on a hot lap, purple sectors, of course, because nobody's really set any other sectors. He's all on the radio. We're going to see what kind of time he ends up laying down the first one. Right now, like I said, purple sectors. Also, you can get your purple sectors hats, all that, purple sector shirts, purple sector collection below on the website, the links, all those products right there. You can click it. Just take a look at the store. You don't even have to necessarily buy nothing. Just go check it out. Right there, you'll see Russell. Let's see what he ends up doing. DeVries right now. Alonso, there he goes. Alonso pops up. Number 2, he's in there. Hamilton at the top of the board right now. We're going to see if that remains the same. We're waiting to see how he comes across on that. If Hamilton definitely describing or kind of not exactly too happy with the car's drivability. So that's also something. Wildcat says Yuki rail riding the curb like Tony Hawk. And Perez takes top of the board. RB19 is your best friend. You got an RB19, you can win. Russell taking the top from Perez with the purple damn lap, best time overall. Yes, let's go. Like I love to see this amount of changing. We're gonna see how long this continues. Logan Sargent sitting as the 20th, Pia up to 13th, and that's all I care about right now. Logan Sargent and Pia, where they gonna end up? Will says Gasly and Stroll went off too. Yo, listen, we've been having this conversation. Seems like the commentators are just getting around to having this conversation, at least on air. They're talking about Stroll, and when I say Stroll, I mean Lance specifically. Is he going to be there? Should he be there? Oh, my gosh. It looks like that might have been Zhou off track. That might have been Zhou off track right there. So, yeah, Zhou we don't want Zhou to do that. We got a red flag. We already got our first red flag, not even a full 4 minutes into the session, and we have our first red flag. Red flags are running it up this season, so all cars will return back to the pit for a restart or go back in the garage and wait until the track is cleared. But we have red flags are crazy right now. Fernando Alonso. Oh, my goodness. Mary Beanie is going to love this. Mary Beanie's going to love this. All in the rocks. Boom. Oh, yeah, Mary Beanie probably loved that. She probably loved to see some salty balls right there coming off that track like that. But good thing they didn't hit a wall, no impact, or else we couldn't make light of it. If any driver hits a wall, I'm always concerned about their safety. 083. Good morning, Wolfpack family. Good morning to you. Do not forget, we got new emojis for Wolfpack fam to use. We got new emojis for y'all to use. Please take advantage of those emojis. And also, you already know I'm going to do race day waffles tomorrow. I'm going to get the ingredients tonight. Right there, we got Bodis was the one spinning off track, and he just, he's probably, I don't know if he's going to be able to, is he getting out of there? What? Oh, I was about to say he turned the wrong way. He spins the car. Ooh, nice job, Bodis there. Here we go. And who is this? Who is this right here on the replay? Alex Albon. Also, I told you all, this was going to be like this. I told you it was going to be like this. Fans out there in the rain, seeing these cars spin off track. I mean, goodness, this is what it's going to be, right? Imagine what race day may look like if rain increases if it's even the same. By the way, if you wonder what I got in here, I got blueberries, water, some cinnamon, touch of real honey from a local farm, and a bit of peanut butter for protein and some healthy fats. So let me know. Matter of fact, let me see what are you all drinking this morning? Let me see what you're drinking. I want to know. I want to know what you're drinking in the morning. I'm going to add a few options in here too. I want to see what you all got going on. I'm going to even add that because some people have a rough life. Some people have a rough life. There we go. Poll in the chat about personal life. Let me know what you're drinking this morning. Spec Garage. Did everybody forget how to drive this? Hey, D-Spec, I'm telling you, does it not seem like that? If you look at the picture of that circuit, those clouds do look mean. And I'm wondering if it's going to remain that way. Right now, we dropped 2 more percentages in humidity. Okay, so we're down from 75 to 73, and track temp 24.5. But if you notice, the winds picked up about 3 more, maybe 2 point something more kilometers an hour, still due northeast at 10.8 kilometers an hour. Earlier, I think it was more around 7. So we picked up about 2.5, 3 kilometers an hour of wind speeds. Those are also going to become a factor in some corners or turns where cars offload themselves. So that's going to be interesting. Hopefully soon we'll have cars lining back up to go back out. I don't think it should be that long or that amount of drastic to clear the track to get it back. Derwin Hill, the spin cam is real today. The spin cam is real. If I had it on screen, I would call it out. By the way, listen, we got a new VIP member. I got a new VIP box. OG Zilla, your box is packed up. I got up early this morning around 3:30. Went ahead, got the new shirts into the baggages. Somebody will get one of the new variations of the Performance Talk shirts that come in the VIP boxes. I'm not going to tell you what size it is because then you're like, tell me that size, the next person, and you'll get it. It's going to go out naturally. Whoever has that certain size, I'm going to throw that shirt in their box so they will get that new variation before everybody else gets it. And then let me know what you think about it. And from your feedback, maybe I'll make some adjustments as to the fit of the shirt. I'm trying a new shirt, so I want to see what you think about that shirt. But somebody will be lucky and get the first Performance Talk podcast shirt, Performance Talk shirt that is totally different. It's a different front. Now the logo's transferred to the back, and it only comes in the VIP box. So somebody will get that. 083, just got my food from Panera Bread, scrambled egg, cheese with orange juice. My bro said I got my carbs, I got my protein, and I got my vitamin C. I like that. That right there is a full, nice, that's a balanced meal for the morning. Okay, that's about very much more balanced than I'm going to have tomorrow. Tomorrow, what I'm going to have is carbs and sugar. That's what I'm going to have tomorrow, but you all are going to like the pictures. Trust that. So we'll see about that. Also, car 27, Hulkenberg gets deleted. His track time is deleted. Turn 5, lap 3. All right. Q1 will resume in 6. Whoa. Q1 will resume in 16 minutes and 12 seconds. I hope not. I hope damn not. That's going to make Q1 like 30 minutes on its own. Good gracious. I hope that's not true. DRS is enabled. All right, so they will have DRS. So big shout out on that. Williams right now struggling with Logan Sargent, kind of doing his shenanigans. If Logan can stop doing the shenanigans, maybe we wouldn't have to worry about such things. But Logan just wanted to be Logan. Just go out there and, you know, be the Latifi he can be. And that's what Logan's doing. So let me get a little bit more. There we go. I just need to see a little bit more right there. All right, bet. Let me bring this down just some and see how it's going to impact y'all. I just need to get a little bit more visibility so I can give you a little bit more information. All right, there. I'm good right there. All right. DRS is enabled. Blue Diva says they have to clear the gravel on the track. You know what? What's very funny about that is, do you all remember that we had in Australia, we had commentators all over the radio talking about, yeah, I don't understand these red flags. They don't need these red flags. Yeah, they do. Yeah, actually, they do need the red flags because Jolyon Palmer, with his non-performing Formula One ass, talking about it ain't that serious. They can clear it up as they drive through it. What? Did you see how much gravel was on the track that got kicked up by Albon? Are you crazy? No, you're not crazy. You're just not that great at driving, so you never had to have that much experience. Jolyon Palmer, pipe down, bro. Yeah, there was a reason that all of the man, do I even have that photograph? Let me see if I even have that photograph. If I have that photograph, I'm going to pull it up. That's what I'm going to do. Let me see if I have that image, because if I do, I'm going to pull it up so then you can see the site that I saw that so-called Jolyon Palmer says was not that serious. Fortunately, I probably will not have it, but hopefully I do. And we'll see. Let me see. Also, I want to listen, that's what I am going to do right now. I'm going to say big shout out to Seb. All right, big shout out to Seb. I'm going to give a big shout out to Seb. Seb, I wish Seb was still racing. I really do. I wish he was still racing. Seb definitely, to me, probably would have been just as successful as Alonso in the AMR 23 than he's been. And we do have cars on track, but a lot of people think Seb is going to come back with Audi. And if he does, that'd be very interesting. I'm just not too sure how successful it's going to be with Audi's first season, but still, to see Seb back on track, yeah, it'd be good, but hopefully he can be competitive. So we'll see what happens with that. So big shout out to Seb if that does happen. And I'll find that other image later, see if I can gather that up. But as it sits right now, also, we don't need that anymore. We're going to talk about FP3 in a little bit, and then we'll also go into some of the areas of the updates, which we did a video on that, but we can go through that during between Q1 and Q2, because we're going to have a lot of time during this qualifying, as we just had quite a bit of time taken up with trying to get these cars back on track. Right now, 13 minutes, 44 seconds. Winds have decreased again, about 3 miles an hour, 7.2 kilometers an hour, still due northeast. Track temp, 24.6 degrees Celsius. Air, 20.7 degrees Celsius, and humidity at 74%. So we still do have some environmental challenges coming there that we will have to also pay attention to. Hopefully Logan Sargent doesn't do this again. D-Spec says, Jay, what's up with the Integra? Should do a video. Bro, actually, all the videos are on the new Integra YouTube. So I put all those videos on a new channel, and it's, matter of fact, I'll tell you what, I will put it in the chat so that you can keep up with that. That is a good question too. So hold on, let me get that channel for you so you can follow that. So all the videos of the Integra build that are to come are on a new channel. And I appreciate you asking that, so I can get you that channel real quick. Let me show you where it is, and I'll put the link in the description so you can check that out. So let me see. Good question, by the way. The Teggy is coming. It is getting ready to go to paint. The Teggy is getting ready to go to paint. So right now, still a lot of metal work going on, but eventually it is making its way to paint. So here you go. I'm going to put that in there. Teg build. Bow. There you go. So there's the YouTube channel for the Teg build. Good question. Appreciate it, D-Spec. All right, so here we go. Let's flip back and see what we got. We got right now Gasly and Ocon, Team Alpine sitting at the top right now. I don't imagine that will last too long. Drivers in fear are in risk of not making it. De Vries, go figure. Hulk, Peel. But at least he's sitting on top of Logan Sargent at 18th, where Logan Sargent's holding down the bottom. But I would love for Pia to make it out of Q1 into Q2, just to give me a little bit more momentum going into this rookie battle of the season. All right, I need a little bit of that momentum. Now it's going to be interesting. I'm not going to say all. I'm not going to speak for people. I think a lot of us want to see what Ferrari's going to do. Ferrari changed their concept. We want to know how successful they're going to be with that. Joe right there at the top of the board, so you know that is not a true representation of what's going to go down. Mary Beanie says, hey, fam, on the way home, I always bet on Sir Lewis Hamilton. Let's go. That's what she says. And Mary Beanie's not lying. She's going to bet on Lewis all the time. Joe getting his appearance at the top of the board. Sainz, second. Ferrari power units representing. Verstappen says not for long. Honda rules. Yellow flag again right now. In Sector 3, we got a yellow flag in Sector 3. The track is now green, so everything should be able to continue going. Max Verstappen doing what he does. Taking up the damn top of the boards, laying down hot laps. Just get used to seeing that. That's what's going to happen. Max getting very comfortable. Max also talking a lot of crap on the radio, but in a way, it was good crap. It's kind of like, this doesn't matter. And I mean, what other view do you expect from Max Verstappen to have, knowing that he's got the fastest car on the grid and he's likely going to win majority, if not all, of these races coming up soon? Majority of these races. Let's just say that, because I'm going to leave room for Perez to actually make this happen. We got 10 minutes to go in Q1, all right? 10 minutes to go. That means you have 10 minutes to get your boards, get your paper, get your phones, get everything ready. Kickback Quality Trivia is going to start once Q1 is ended. Ooh, very close contact by Carlos right there, being impeded upon. We're going to see if the stewards are going to take a look at that and maybe make a ruling or a decision on that. Also, Carlos being in De Vries's way earlier today for FP3, and DeVries didn't appreciate that. So, whoo, Nick DeVries doing what he does best, and that's not finishing best of the rest. Nick DeVries spinning that car out. Fortunately, it looks like Nick DeVries was able to get that car out of there, not wrecking it this time around. Damn near coulda. So he could have almost ended up ruining the rear of that car. Right now, Russell on a hot lap trying to see what he's going to do. Stewart's are going to take a look at some of the situations going on. I can tell you that right now looking at that. Also, different variation of Aston Martin's new front wing flaps. So changing up some of that, decreasing some of that hump that could be track specific or not. That might be something they're going to do going forward, but those cords have indeed changed. So pay a close attention to what Aston Martin's going to do. They're going to be trying to develop this car over the next course of the season, as well as into next season, and as well as when they acquire that Honda power unit. So Aston Martin doing some damn things. And as we see right now, nobody really topping those boards. Verstappen's still up there. But you know who I do see up there? Pia. In number 2, what you got, Will? Pia coming with that heat. Logan Sargent jumping out of the danger zone right now. Still 8 minutes to go. Still a lot of time for him to sink low. We'll see how that happens. Hamilton at number 3. Ham jumping up number 3. Let's go, because that was not the case in like FP3, FP2, or even FP1. Seemed like it was going to be a very troubling day for the Mercedes team. Russell down in 13th, so we'll see. We'll pay attention to that and see how that keeps going and see how those things turn out. Ferrari, there you go. Ferrari's new concept coming to the grid right now. Taking a brief look at that compared to the previous version where they had that deep gully. They still do have those vents right there. I do believe one of those vents is still part of the S-duct system. I want to look into that. And also the louvers, a little bit more decreased, but I'm pretty sure that might be due to the package of the car. I'm pretty sure they have the ability to change that as well. But yes, the top of that side pod definitely changing. And no, it is not Red Bull S. No, a lot of people have been saying that they copy Red Bull, but just like we found out Mercedes did not copy Red Bull, Ferrari also has not copied Red Bull at all in that sense. But Ferrari does have a lot of little babies running around the grid in Aston Martin, Alpine, even now Mercedes with some variation of that, Williams. So, yeah, Verstappen still at the top. Stroll struggling. Alonso 8. He's going to pick it up more than likely. I think that's a safe bet to say that Alonso picks it up, gets a little bit higher, especially in that top 5. He's proven that. Zhou right now kind of holding on strong to that 5th place. Sainz right there sitting in front of Charles. We're going to see what Sainz could do. Sainz has been very lackluster since the Australian GP. I haven't really seen much from him. Haven't really been excited about anything he's been doing. So kind of wondering what's going to happen with that. Also, Norris and Pia right there. McLaren may indeed be making some progress right about now, getting things a little bit more together and kind of figuring out how they're going to perform going forward. Started on very much on the back foot. Russell right now just fell into the risk of not making it into Q2, and so has Charles. Logan Sargent and Albon Team Williams is looking like they may not make it into Q2 as a team, as a unit, and at least they're doing things together, right? Doing it together. Do not forget Wolves. We have a Discord meet today, 1400 Eastern Standard Time. We will be in there to talk about quality, FP3, Ferrari design, Mercedes design, future of teams going forward. So do not forget 1400, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Adjust your clocks accordingly, all my brothers and sisters in the UK. Right now, let's take a look at some of these trap speeds. Right now, we have Ocon at the top of Sector 1 with 287 kilometers an hour. We have Sainz top of 2 at 305 kilometers an hour. And it has been known a little bit at the norm that Sainz has been running a little bit faster in that new variation of the SF23. We got Hulk at the top of the finish line at 297 kilometers an hour, and Hulk in the trap speed at 333, maxing and matching Max Verstappen. Woo! That's hot speed. Spider 35 says, Pia, why you acting like a Pia? That's what I'm saying, Pia. Get it in. We got 5 minutes. We already know drivers are going to drop down into the pit. They're going to roll into their zone. They're going to get this car up. They're going to make some changes, try to see what's going on. Right now, we got Carlos, I believe, rolling across the scales. Looks like we got Carlos rolling across the scales. Let's see what happens with that. Camera crew running down there to see what's happening. They're pushing him off the scales, trying to heat that car up. Oh, that might have actually been Charles that pulled in for the scales. I thought it was Carlos, but it might have been. It is a Ferrari, regardless of who's pulling in. Ferrari pulls in the scales. Charles runs wide off the track, well into the Pirelli paint. So yeah, we're almost 4 minutes before we start quali kickback trivia. So get ready. I'm going to ask the first question. Like I said last week, Will won. He's coming back again to win this week. Now, if you let Will run clean sweep, he's already got $125 in his account, like in his bank, in his hand. He's received $125. You're going to let him get possibly $150, maybe even $175 today if you don't participate. Wildcat looking to do his thing as he's geared up like nobody's business. Right now, we still got Max Verstappen, Pia, and Hamilton top 3. Ocon, Zhou, and Sainz right there in that bottom 6, okay? That right now is all that matters, especially in Q1. As we start going forward in Q2, I'm not going to even care about anything but the top 4. In Q3, I don't care about anything but the top 3. Right now, drivers in risk of not making it: Perez, Leclerc, Tsunoda, and the team Williams. So that's unfortunate if Perez does not make it into Q2. I would be very disappointed. And is there something with that? Is there something going on with that? Like Perez wins, and then it just seems like all of a sudden things just start dissipating, dwindling for him. Galacticus, why the FIA wave the car now, losing time? Oh, my God, right. The good point, Galacticus. The mechanic, well, sometimes you got to do things off schedule. You got to do things off schedule to catch teams sometimes. So I'm not too mad at that, but still, I understand your point. Matt, the mechanic says, Blue Diva, the cold queen, strikes again on Alonso. Hell yeah. Blue Diva keep one in the clip. She keep one in the clip. Believe that, bro. Keep one in there. Keep one in that magazine. Perez dad right there. You know what I'm saying? Good dude. Good dude. You know, at least he seems to be, especially when it comes to celebrating team. Oh, my goodness. Alonso creeping in there at 3. No, that's not Alonso. That is Stroll. I'm so Alonso fixated that I would never see Stroll there. Stroll actually creeping in at 3 to take that position from Hamilton. Now the top 3. How long will that last? I don't think it will last long, as Alonso likely will have something to say about that and will push Stroll down to 4 and take that 3rd position. We will see very soon what's going to take place with that. Man, also you can see those advertising panels on that McLaren car right there to the left and to the right of Lando. Will I Am says, Stroll, Mr. Inconsistently Consistent. Yes, he is consistently inconsistent for a fact. But a lot of people say Stroll is kind of like favors the wet conditions. Maybe he might be showing us something here in Spain if it remains wet. Maybe, would it be crazy to see Stroll on podium? Yes, it would be. It would be crazy, and it would be very odd, and it would feel very uncomfortable because it's not something that is regular for us to even see. So, yeah, that would be kind of like, things that make you go, That would make me definitely go, Okay, so we got 1 minute, 38 seconds. These drivers that are in risk of not making it, once again, it is Perez, it is Leclerc, it is Yuki Tsunoda, and it is Albon and Sargent. And it is something else to be also said about that. Yuki not making it out of Q1 and De Vries making it into Q2 is also something that we have not been accustomed to seeing. And right there, Norris ends up going down to 11th. Ocon going to 6th, leading his teammate from 14th, Gasly. De Vries leading his teammate, which is not the norm, from 9th and 18th. What is going on here in Spain? Is Spain going ahead and birthing some gifts to some of the drivers who have been underperforming to this point? It looks like it. We're going to wait until Q1 is finalized. We have under a minute to go. Drivers are going to try to do what they can to get out of the danger zone. K-Mag now in the danger zone, sitting right there. DRS cracked open, trying to hopefully get out of there by the skin of his teeth. And now the team Haas sits down there, and who escapes? Albon escapes out of the danger zone, leaving Logan Sargent to his own. At 20th, Albon jumps up to 8th. Clearly out of even the second danger zone. Sargent jumping up to the top of the pile, but is still in the garbage can if he doesn't do anything less. With 20-something seconds, he will go out with the trash, much like they collected this morning. Bottas being led by Zhou, and now Bottas in trouble of not making it. Ocon in 11th. There we go. Gasly creeping up to number 2. Verstappen in number 3, and Hulk taking number 1 with the final seconds leading in out of Q1 into Q2. 0 seconds. The check checkered flag drops. We're going to see who's going to make it across this line. I will flash that across Albon at 11th. Logan Sargent right now still in 20th. Russell in 17th, looking like he may indeed not make it out of Q1 into Q2. Hamilton safe, not by a lot, but by more than enough. He's still in the top 10, so he would be safe. Even if we were in Q2, he would make it into Q3. But if he is where he is right now, which is 11th, he would not make it out of Q2. He would drop off in Q2, not make it into Q3. Perez also would do the same. Drivers shifting around. Yuki Tsunoda says, no, I'm not going out like that. De Vries, you're going to have to do better than that to get rid of me. Stroll falling back to 11th, which is basically a carriage turned me back into a pumpkin. Alonso, where is Alonso? Alonso in 11th. Stroll in 12th. They joined together as teammates. Ocon and Gasly also joined each other as teammates. Verstappen is number 9. I don't imagine that will stay. And Hamilton, Norris, and Russell, UK representing the UK top 3 right there, going out of Q1 as we head into Q2. That right there is what I would like to see all through qualifying. Changes like that happening get me excited. Get me excited. The Ferrari boys separated. Charles not making it out of Q1. Sainz running the new variation of the Ferrari, making it into Q2. Spider 35 says it's hammer time. Is it really, though? Is it really? We are going to see. Charles is pissed. Charles is pissed. The mechanic. That's the lion goat. Hey, that's like a matador or something like that, right? Like a lion goat. How would that look? A lion goat. Like, it's definitely got to be the lion head. Or would it be the goat head? Goat head. Yeah, I would say goat head, lion body. Because then you got the lion, like, you got the fangs and the paws and then the tail. And then you got the goat head with the horns. That's a good combination. Goat head, lion body, Lewis Hamilton. There you go. There you go. There we go. Oh, yes. Things got exciting right there, didn't they, people? Didn't they, people? That's what we're looking at. So right now, drivers that are not going to make it to Q2, Bottas, Magnussen, all of Team Williams. Logan Sargent doesn't make it. Pia makes it out of Q1 into Q2. But if he remains at 11, he will not make it out of Q2 into Q3. But he's gone. He's good. The two rookies that make it out of the 3 are De Vries and Pia. Logan Sargent, an egg weight, sinking to the bottom, channeling his inner Latifi for the Team Williams. They don't need that right now. So that's what we got. That is what we got going on. Big shout out to everybody in the live chat. Adrian, Anthony, Wildcat, Blue Diva, Galacticus, Mary Beanie, Paul, Akandu. Who else we got? Mimi, what's going on? 5,000, I see you. Derwin Hill, I see you. Musa, I see you. That's what I'm talking about. The fam popping up in here. You know, we got D-Spec up in here. That's what I'm saying. What we got right here? Derwin Hill says, we here now. Max, what's up? Yo, Derwin, man, I don't know, bro. We got to pipe down just a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. We're excited right now. Lewis Hamilton 1, Russell at number 3. Woo, it's looking pretty spicy right there. It's looking pretty spicy right here. I'm just saying that is something to kind of, be all right about. So right now, you know what time it is. Get your phones ready. Now, the way it works, you have to answer with a super chat or your answer doesn't count. I'm going to keep track. We have the first question coming up for Kickback Quality Trivia. Right now, the poll says 41% of you are drinking water, 35% of you are drinking coffee. That means at least majority of you are being healthy. Here it is. Get ready. Here's the first question. Get ready. Which driver has won championships with the most? Oh, wait a minute. No. Actually, yep, Will got that right. So I got to cross that one off. That was Fangio. Will got that right. All right, so here we go. Who is the youngest driver to grab a pole position, and how old was he? Who is the youngest driver to grab a pole position, and how old was he when he did it? I'm wondering who this is going to be. Come on. Who is it going to be? The youngest driver to grab a pole position, and how old was he? The youngest driver to grab a pole position, and how old was he? How old was he? This is kind of like one of those funny questions because a lot of people are going to assume that it is Wildcat. This is a 2-part question. How old was he, Wildcat? You got the first part right. Paul Kozlowski. Hey, Paul, this is going to be epic. Big shout out to Julian Glass. First super chat ever on the channel. Thank you very much. That right there was stupid epic. Paul comes in. Wildcat gets part of the question right. The question was, who was he and how old was he? Paul has it right. It is Seb. He was 21, actually. 21 years, 2 months, and 11 days to be exact. Sebastian Vettel grabbing pole position and the youngest to do it. Right there, we also have the mechanic coming in with Max at 17. That is incorrect. Max did grab a race win or a podium then in Spain because the Mercedes crashed out, so he was indeed a byproduct of an incident. If there was not for that, Max would not be the youngest to do it, at least there anyway. Will I Am says Vettel, 21 years, 72 days. Also trying to be a bit more specific, as Will would do. Galactic is coming in also with the right answer, just a little too late. Wildcat, Mimi 5000 also coming in with the right answer, just a little too late. Wildcat partial of the right, but Paul gets the point for that because he had the two-part answer for the two-part question. Paul on the board with 1 point. Paul is on the board with 1 point. Who's going to get the next question right? We still have 15 minutes on the clock. Nothing is started right now. We do have a new danger zone, and if these drivers don't move out of that danger zone, Pia, Alonso, Stroll, Yuki, and Perez, they also will be gone from Q2 like their fellow drivers on the grid in Q1, and then we will go into the best of the rest. Only the top 10 will matter. All right, here we go. We got another question coming up. Here we go. The next question. Who is the youngest driver to grab a podium? Trying to give y'all a gimme. Who's going to be fast? Who is the youngest driver to grab a podium? I don't even need his age. Who is the youngest driver to grab a podium? This is a gimme. Like, I'm trying to give y'all a gimme. I'm trying to give somebody an opportunity to get a fast one off so they can steal some points and kind of prolong this quality trivia going. Who is the youngest driver to grab a podium? On the back of the last question, this board should be lighting the hell up. I'm giving you a gimme. This is a gimme answer. This is indeed a gimme. Boo! Verstappen is correct. Wildcat edging. And a loss again to Will. Will get in there right there. Paul also. These three guys are not playing. We do have cars entering onto the track, so we will hold our other questions. Listen, right now it is only 1-1, so that means anybody could still get in this. Right now we have Paul on the board and we have Will on the board. Wildcat is just right there. Paul also trying to get on the board. Had Paul got that, he would have been 2 up on everybody. But because Will stole one of these questions, now Paul only has 1. Will has 1. Mimi getting it. Mimi, if you could just be a bit faster, you could get on the board and steal points away from them. And then, listen, it'll be a 3-way, 1-way tie, and everybody still needs 2 points. Mimi getting there. That is what I'm talking about. Let's go. So right now we got cars going on. Here you go right here. We got Max Verstappen sitting at the top with Perez. They got RPMs cranking, so Max is out on track. He's laying it down first. Mercedes is not on the track. Nobody else is on the track right now besides for Perez, and Sainz looks like he's entering the track as he is the only lone Ferrari driver as Leclerc went out. Also look at our trap speeds. Alpine 290 kilometers an hour in Sector 1. Meanwhile, Ocon taking 306 kilometers an hour in Sector 2. Russell at 298 kilometers an hour at the finish line. And Hulk, 333 kilometers an hour coming across that finish line for the checkered. And he also made it in to Q2 while Magnussen did not. So we are looking at that right now. Right now, Sainz is sitting at the top. We will see how long that continues. Also, good round right there for the first round of quality trivia. We're going to start the next one as Q2 ends, and then we will go out. We will rock it out until we finally have a winner. So get ready. Whatever you need, your resources, your websites, your phones, your tablets, get ready, because when those questions pop up, you can use all of that. Okay, so we got marked 13 minutes, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Drivers changing places right there. Perez creeps up behind Verstappen. Sainz in the lone Ferrari in third. Tsunoda fourth. Hamilton fifth. Norris sixth. Russell seventh. We're going to see who's going to creep up into this top 3. All right, it's going to be very interesting. Right now, drivers in trouble of not making it is DeVries, Zhou, Pia, Alonso, and Stroll. Right now, Team Aston definitely will not stay there. I do not believe that. I at least know Alonso will not stay there. I cannot speak for Lance Stroll if he will not stay there. But Alonso, I don't believe is going out like that. Now, of course, if we see Alonso go out like that, it's going to be a rough race for Aston Martin. And Alonso likely will not make a podium unless Hamilton, Russell, Perez, Sainz, even Leclerc, although he went out, make some huge errors. Alonso and Stroll will have a rough day making it to podium again. Or at least Alonso will have a rough day making it to podium. We're going to see right now if there's something indicating. I believe Red Bull kind of holding something back. Joss, beat your wife, commit assaults for Verstappen, being on camera for a moment right there, the wife beater, the fellow driver assaulter, the man charged with manslaughter and even a vehicular attempted murder right there. Definitely not a good character. Definitely not a good pass. Why people want to let that pass, I don't know, but I'm never going to let it pass. I want to put it right there on Front Street. That's what he's done. And meanwhile, Albon's mom can't even get on the grid for having a financial illegal situation that she was fairly in, but definitely not anything, as we would say, menacing, nor threatening, nor bodily injury to somebody or violent. Okay, so I think that's a little bit of, I think not a little bit, it is a double standard. It's a double standard. Was he found guilty? Yeah, but still, it's a double standard. It's known that Verstappen's dad did this. So I'm just going to put it out there. A lot of people don't like when I put it out there, but it's the truth. It is the truth. Right here we go. Right now we got Verstappen, Perez, Sainz, Yuki. So basically the Red Bull team right there populating the top four. Logan went P20, so Albon doesn't look so bad in P18. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't look so bad, but it looks bad in reference to Pia. Pia sinking down to 15 if I say that. So he might not make it out of Q2. So we're going to see how that goes. Right now, Hamilton and Russell still 5th and 7th. Ocon and Gasly sink to the bottom 10. De Vries and Zhou kick over to the dead zone. And Alonso and Stroll haven't done much of anything. So we're going to see what happens when they finish out these laps. You could tell that they're populating their sectors. Right now, they're in Sector 2. We're going to see what happens when it gets to Sector 3. Stroll is slightly ahead of Alonso. So we'll find out where Stroll is. And then maybe we gauge where Stroll finishes out to where Alonso might finish. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. De Vries is coming across into Sector 3 as well. Right now, you got Hamilton crossing over into Sector 3. As he gets ready to close out Sector 3, I'll bring that on. Galactic says, look like Merc updates are paying off. Let's go. Right now, it looks like something's going on. Russell just finished out. He goes up to 4th. We want to see where Hamilton's going to finish. He's about to close out Sector 3. And let's see what happens right here as he closes out Sector 3. And Hamilton goes to 5th, creeping up, pushing Russell to 6th. As Yuki jumps up to 4th. Yuki not playing. Yuki telling De Vries, listen, bro, I had brake issues last time, and you finished out in front of me. Don't mistake it. I'm going to finish out right now. Aside from Yuki having any spinoffs like he did earlier, of course, that was driver error, or any mechanical issues, I still do think Yuki is the strongest driver. D-Spec says, run up the like button. Let's go 44. He's not lying. It doesn't cost you anything. Listen, just click the like button. It's like a pop, pop, little finger. This little finger does it all, or however you want to do it. That finger or this finger, just click the like button. That's all you got to do. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Zhou, Alonso, and Stroll not really crawling out of that danger of not making it out. So we're going to see what happens when they complete this one. Still working on that Sector 2. Hamilton in 5th. Yuki still in 4th. Russell in 7th. Russell's about to finish out Sector 3 right now. So we're going to see where he finishes out. Where he goes has a few little Boom! Russell crawling the top 2. Russell jumping up there saying, let's get it done. Let's make it happen. Where does Hamilton go? Not doing quite so well there with some yellows in there. We're going to see what happens with him. But Russell showing, wait a minute, hold up. Stroll in 2. If Stroll jumps to 2, where is Alonso going? Alonso's probably going to take that other second position, push Stroll to 3rd. Let's see what happens. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Alonso 2, push Stroll to 3rd, Hamilton, Russell 4th, 10th. Let's go. We got some movement going on, people. Mary says, I told y'all all that the W14B spec will fly in S. Hey, it's flying, but it's not flying fast enough. Hamilton in 12th, Russell now pushed to 5th, Alonso and Stroll populating up there. Perez Where is Perez, number 6, while Ocon is in 3rd? Oh, my gosh. I'm trying to tell you, like, there are some things to be said about that. There are some things to be said about that. Ocon might indeed be trying to make something happen at this G. Would it be crazy to see Ocon get a second podium back-to-back out of Monaco into Spain? 2 podiums back to – yo, he will be so big. His head will be so big. His body's already thin and long. It'd be like a balloon, a helium balloon. Picture a big helium balloon bouncing around the paddock. That's Ocon if he wins, if he gets another podium. That's Ocon. All right, Lewis Hamilton coming across that finish line. Ooh, Lewis Hamilton, that wasn't so great. I mean, you know, it's top 10. Well, actually, not even that right now. But Lewis Hamilton to 2. Lewis Hamilton to 2. Oh, my gosh. 2 sectors in the purple. Sectors 1 and sectors 3. He purples them out, jumping up to 2. Only 0.2 of a second behind Max Verstappen. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. What the hell are we seeing? Are we seeing finally that the W14B, that Mercedes might be coming to life to maybe get in close range of Red Bull, 0.2 off from Max Verstappen in Q2, not Q3. I got to be fair when I say that, but what will happen in Q3? This is exciting, people. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Oh, yeah, we got 6 minutes left. There's a lot can happen in 6 minutes, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to point out something to you. Max Verstappen is chilling. Max Verstappen is in the pits chilling. Don't count him out. Do not count him out. Do not count Max Verstappen out. We already know. I tell you all the time. I tell you every qualifying. Max is going to lay hot laps. But I got to say, it is damn well exciting to see Mercedes 0.2 off Max Verstappen right now anyway, in the W14B. Let's go. Darwin Hill says, what I say. We here now, Max. We here. He says we here. All right, let's look at some of these speed traps. Let me calm down, pipe down a little bit. We're going to 5 minutes before we go back into quality kickback trivia. Get your stuff ready. Right now, we got Gasly trap speeds 291 kilometers an hour. Gasly in Sector 2 at 308 kilometers an hour. So Alpine do have some speed in that car. Russell at the finish line at 298 kilometers an hour. And Hulk and Verstappen and Sainz and even Russell 1 kilometer an hour from Verstappen and Hulk at 333 kilometers an hour. Right now, they are rolling Lewis Hamilton across the scales, checking his car. Everything looks like it may be good. He's going to go on down to his pit stop, so that's a good thing. Right there coming off the scales going down. It's almost honey bun time. It's almost honey bun time. You know I got to get it in. You know I got to get it in. Oh, yeah, we got 4 minutes and 46 seconds. Lesh 430 says Mercedes got me looking like. Say it again. They got you looking like. Say it again. They got you looking like. Say it again. Mary Beanie, Jay, what did I tell you? Go, Sir Lewis Hamilton, Lewis for a pole. Mary Beanie, if Lewis gets pole, if he beats Max Verstappen out on merit for pole, it's a party at my house. Everybody's invited. This in the live, this Wolfpack family members. If you don't have a badge icon, you're not invited. It's a party at my house, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Discord party going up. Will I Am says, Mary Beanie, I told you the W14B spec will fly. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. Mary Beanie told us no lies right there, but we got to wait and see. The cake is still in the oven. It's still baking. We got to wait and see what happens in Q3 when all the chips are pushed to the middle. We know Max Verstappen. We know RB19 is the fastest car on the grid. Is in majority of the sectors, at least, or majority of the tracks, because right now, data would tell us that it's equal to Hulk at 330 kilometers an hour coming across the speed trap. So it is faster on majority of the portions and the circuits than other cars on the grid. Yo, we got 2 minutes. We got 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes going to see what's going to happen. All right, 3 minutes to see what is going to happen going out of Q2 into Q3 where the chips get pushed to the middle of the table. This right here, yo, just the driver changing that we've seen through it. Qualifying has, I've told you all this yesterday. Qualifying has been exciting. Qualifying has been exciting here lately. All right. They got to do something with the sprint because I believe sprint could be equally exciting if they do something about it. but we're going to see. Electronic Cornbread joining the super chat, joining the chat. Michael Dixon joining the chat. What's up with y'all? What's going on, everybody? I see you all there. I see you. Sale, I see you up there. We having a party, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Discord Wolfpack House. Be there. Don't be late. Let's see what these drivers are going to do. Right now, Team McLaren is in fear of not making it, and Team AlphaTauri, the Red Bull junior team, not making it. Hulk also going to join Magnussen in the motorhome a little bit sooner than later. If he doesn't do better, he's going to get ready to close out Sector 3 here soon. Hamilton is already going to be working on that. He's at number 2. Right now he's in the pits. Let's see what happens with Hulk. Hulk, does he change? Does he change? Does he change? And no, he does not change right there. Neither do Team McLaren. So right now we got Russell. He just finished out, and he did not also change. The mechanic says Mary Beanie warned us not to give up on Sir Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes, or she'll bring the belt. Wouldn't want to be on her bad side. Well, hey, bro, you ain't lying. Wait, somebody's off track. Somebody is off track. Who is that just ran off track right there? That's Perez. Perez running off track into the gravel. And also, did y'all hear the radio with Stroll like earlier run off track? They like, yo, box. He's like, why? Because we got to check the floor, because you always fucking shit up. That's why. Get to the pit. Don't ask me no questions, Stroll. Just come to the pit. Box. Stroll like, man, why I got to come in? Because you up stuff. That's why. You out here doing the Russell on track. We got to check the floor, bro. Max Verstappen getting crazy on the radio, too. With his radio, like, I don't give a shit who's pushing. This is useless. It's pointless. And I got to, with Max where he is and the car he's got, I can kind of understand why he felt that way. So no shade on Max for that. I probably would have been like, yo, I mean, why am I out here right now? Like, come on now. You know who I am. You know what I do. You know the car I got. I got an RB19 built by Adrian Newey. It's the fastest car on the grid, and I'm a good driver. This is pointless. So, yeah, I ain't mad at him for that. Verstappen right there, still at the top. Hamilton still in second. Nobody shade. Alonso in third, though. Stroll in 6. Alonso in third. Blue Diva. George just held up Lewis. There we go. Held up Lewis and still didn't overtake him right there. Russell finishing out that lap. Doesn't go anywhere. He's still in 8th. Gasly moves up. Hamilton is now in 3rd because Sainz crept in, the lone Ferrari. Stroll creeps up to 4th. Alonso in 6th. Hulk in 7th. Ocon 8th. Russell 9th. Perez 10. The cars in fear and drivers that may not make it. Zhou, Norris, Pia, De Vries, and Yuki. Yo. Oh, it's getting exciting in here. It's getting hot in here. So just keep on your clothes until Q3, okay? Just keep on your clothes till Q3. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what pops. We're going to see what goes down. So don't fret. Don't get crazy just yet. Things are coming. Things are heating up. It's simmering. Alonso down to 7th. I'll show you that Hamilton still in the top 5. Pia just jumped up to 6. Lando, number 2. McLaren said we want to make it in the Q3 too. Hamilton still around in top 5. Russell right now in danger of not making it. 0 seconds left on the clock. 0 seconds left on the clock. The last final stragglers coming in to complete their laps. Russell is about to complete one right now, finishing Sector 3. What does it do for him? Does not do much for him. Yuki gonna finish out his. He's in Sector 1. Perez is finishing out Sector 3. Zhou is finishing out Sector 3. Yuki right there. Russell still not out of the danger zone yet. Zhou, Perez only moving to the top of the danger zone. We got Norris finishing out a lap. We got Sainz gonna finish out Sector 3. Hamilton is finishing out Sector 3. Where does that put him? Right now, looks like he's still gonna be 4th. That's still good. Top 5. He's made it into Q3. They got some things they can do and adjust. Norris going to finish out his sector. What's going to happen there? Alonso finishing out his. Right now, Team Aston Martin 7th, 8th, almost sink kind of lower in that tier right there. And Norris, what does he do? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. Russell may not make it out. Zhou may not make it out. And Perez may not make it out. Both Russell and Perez working on their final laps. Russell definitely held up Lewis Hamilton right there. That was dirty shit by Russell. That was dirty shit by Russell right there. X-Tracks right there giving it up. 5 Wolfpack memberships in the chat. Wolfpack Performance. X-Tracks has just blessed Carl Harden, Squishy, Olaman, Ethan Noli, Lenny. You have just been gifted Wolfpack memberships right there. Perez running off track again, damn it. Oh, that's a replay. Oh, my gosh. What was that by Russell, yo? What was that crap by Russell, though? He didn't have it. He didn't have it. I guess something could be said about Hamilton squeezing there, too, but he's on a flyer. That's a little bind up by both drivers, but still, Russell, you ain't making it, bro. So right there, I think it's a done deal. I think that's going to be our 5 drivers in the drop-off area. We got Perez, Russell, Zhou, DeVries, Team All, AlphaTauri do not make it. Hamilton making it into Q3, the lone Mercedes driver, along with the lone Ferrari driver in Sainz. Both drivers in McLaren making it out. Peel, Will, what's up? What's up, my rookie doing? My rookie out here balling, bro. My rookie out here balling, getting points. He might get some more points in this race, Will. My rookie out here balling, made it into Q3. Where's Logan? Have you seen him? Have you seen him? Tell me, have you seen the sergeant? He's usually at the bottom of all the Q series. He never get points in any race series. Have you seen him? Have you seen him? I think his name is Logan Sargent. Hey, man. Hey, Russell trying to recreate the whole situation with Rosberg and damn Lewis Hamilton. I mean, what's going on? Like, you trying to be out here making these bad vibes, bro? You making bad vibes on that straight, bro? That was ugly. We about to start. All right, here we go. Here we go. Get ready. Get ready. Here we go. The next question, quality kickback trivia. Right now we have Paul on the board, Will on the board. Looking, I think Mimi might be in there to just, I know I can't sing worth shit. I know it's bad. I try not to do it that much, trust me. So listen, Will, I'm crying, laughing over here. Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you. So listen, here's the question. Answer with the super chat. Which driver has the second most hat tricks? Which driver is in the record books for having the second most hat tricks? Not the first. He doesn't have the record, but he's second. Which driver has the second most hat tricks? Which driver has the second most hat tricks? Who is it? Who's going to steal this point? Right now, Paul and Will sit by themselves with 1 point each. Somebody else could jump up there, get a point. That means we got a 3-way tie for 1 point each. Q3 is not starting for another 3 minutes. Who is it? Wildcat finally gets on the board, bro. He finally got on the board. It is indeed Lewis Hamilton. Wildcat is on the board. Let's go. Will comes in there just late after Wildcat with Hamilton. Baraka says Hamilton. Paul comes in with Hamilton. Freak Dogs Flair now joining the party. You gotta watch out for Freak Dogs. Freak Dogs is known to come back even in these moments. Freak Dogs has come back and won all of the trivia. He's come back from behind. Like I said, anybody could win it. All right, here we go with the next question. Galacticus. Everybody got the right answer right there. Everybody got the right answer. Even Janet jumped in there with the right answer. Just got to be fast. Mary Beanie, Shady Russell, do one by Russell Lewis. It's not Jack. I'm trying to tell you. All right, here we go with the next question. In 2009, Etihad Airways was the title sponsor for which Formula One Grand Prix race? Etihad Airways was the title sponsor for which Formula One Grand Prix? 2009. 2009. Formula One Grand Prix sponsor of which GP? Here we go. In fact, I'm gonna give you a clue. Give you a clue right here. Let me give y'all a clue. I'm gonna give you an image. All right, here we go. I'm gonna give y'all an image. I'm just saying. Oh, Will! He said, I don't need the clue. Wildcat just shot. These guys are battling this shit. Will is on the board with 2 points. If y'all let Will get one more point, he's going to win it. Freak Dogs Flair, that is the right answer. Just a little too late. Paul, it is not Silverstone. Wildcat, just a little too late. Will now has 2 points. Who is that? Ozzy, no, Galacticus. It is indeed Abu Dhabi. All right, here we go. Here we go. If y'all let Will get one more point, he's going to win it. He's going to close it out. Right now, Paul can stop him and Wildcat can stop him. Even you can stop him if you steal the question, because that means he doesn't get the point. Here we go. Which Finnish driver quit Formula One to join World Rally Championship after 2009 Formula One season? Which Formula One driver joined the World Championship Rally Series after 2009? Which Formula One driver quit Formula One to join the Rally Championship season after 2009? Who is it? Who is it? We got plenty of questions right here to run it out. Who is it going to be? Which driver quit Formula One to join the Rally Championship Series after the 2009 Formula One season? Which driver is it? Ooh, somebody gave y'all the answer, but they didn't answer with a super chat, so they don't get them. Somebody giving y'all the answers for real. It is oh my gosh. Will did y'all in. Derwin getting on the boards with K-Mag. It is not K-Mag. It is indeed Kimi Räikkönen. Yes, it is Kimi Räikkönen. Kimi, yes, Baraka got it right. Paul got it right. Just shy. Paul, you almost could have. Oh my gosh. Freak Dogs come in with Kimi. Yo, Will is running it up. Bro is Mimi even coming in with the right answer. Mimi, I was looking for you. So I was really looking for you to get on the board. I thought, Mimi, you got to stay. Janet, no, it was not Ruben Barrichello. It was not him. But you were, damn. Will again winning kickback quality trivia. 3 points right there. Tomorrow, Will spin for a $25 or a $50 Visa gift card. Be here tomorrow at Finale Lab. We also have a new VIP member. We're going to present them tomorrow with their VIP box. So be here to congratulate them, as I will ask them to be there to congratulate you. All right. We got a new VIP member. They will be presented with their VIP box. Oh my gosh. That was an awesome trivia game. Man, that was awesome. Right now we got Verstappen, we got Ocon, we got Pia, Stroll, and Gasly on track. We're going to see what happens in this Q3. Hamilton is now down to 8th. Can he replicate or even do better than he did there to even get close? He's rolling out of the garage now, or to take pole position. If Hamilton takes pole position in Spain, I don't need to say it. Electronic Cornbread says Russ got on the radio and apologized to Hamilton. Going to stay positive about him and treat the dust up miscommunication. Definitely. If he, listen, I say this. Takes a big person to apologize, especially in front of public, because that's the way you should do it. If I do somebody wrong in the public view or in the view of people, I'm going to apologize to them in a similar or the same setting, because I want them to know if I did you wrong, and it was even regardless if it was accidental, I want to apologize with the same energy to you. So Russell doing that, I'm gonna give him some points on that. But indeed, you know, that definitely could have been bad for both cars, right? He could have ended up wrecking them out, and then Hamilton doesn't get to go into Q3. So yeah, definitely give him some points for that. Mechanic, can someone disrupt Will's internet during Damn. Will, you about to end up being the Lewis Hamilton of kickback quality, bro. Paul, great job, Will. Congrats, brother. Paul, I'm telling you, I love you, Paul. Big shout out to you, brother. Galacticus, Will, you get the juice. You got the juice now, Will. In my, who was that dude? He was like another DJ. He wasn't even really nobody. Wildcat, I think we'll need a trivia timeout. Bro, you was almost there, bro. You was almost there. Don't quit, because you didn't quit about the racing and you end up getting you a race win, bro. Quitting is never the answer. Freak Dog says the announcers acted as if it was Hamilton's fault. They did the same thing when it was him and Nico. They did the same damn thing. They acted like it was his fault. And it wasn't. He had to pace. Nico was way off the racing line, and he did it to block his own damn partner. And he caused that. He really should have just got on the normal racing line, let Hamilton go under, because he had the pace extremely. He had it extremely on him. It was crazy. Come on now. Akondu says, now that Russell out the way of Lewis, we can now challenge for P1. But yeah, he got to go. Akondu was getting him the boot. Apollo is fake. Oh my gosh, he dropping bars out here. Apollo is fake. He saying apologize ain't shit. It's fake. It's counterfeit. It ain't real money, he's saying. saying an apology is just for, for glamour. It's just to be out there so people can't say he didn't. Okondo say he ain't buying it. I ain't buying that for $1. All right, so right now we got Red Bull at the top with Max. We got Ocon sitting in number 2. We got Sainz just creeped up to 3. We got Pia in number 4. We got Norris in number 2, push Pia to 5. We got Stroll 6, Gasly 7th, Lewis Hamilton 8th. He's about to finish up. Let's see where he finishes up now. He's ticking. Oh, he just laid down a little purple section right there. Went back green, but he's got some purple section. Let's see where Lewis Hamilton's going to finish this lap out. Boo! Lewis Hamilton up to 2 in the W14B. How you liking that? Max Verstappen still in 1 because he's got the fastest car on the grid and he's a damn good driver. They say. Bad character, good driver. Leclerc sitting over there on the TVs because he ain't got nothing else to do right now. He out of there. Lewis P2, let's go. Max Verstappen, he's getting ready to finish out his Sector 3. We're going to see what his lap is. But, I mean, nothing's beating his best lap. Right now, the time to beat is 112.272. If Hamilton can't creep into the 112s, all is lost anyway. He's several tenths off, okay, for one. But still, P2 is a very good indication of progress. And right now, Max Verstappen looking like he's getting ready to go into the pits. So, yeah, he does not lay down anything right there. He doesn't have to. He's in the pit, 112.272. Blue Diva says, Lewis, go get that 111.8. Blue Diva believes that 111.8 is achievable by Lewis Hamilton in the actual W14 B spec. She thinks it can happen. Baraka says weather situation is the equalizer in this quality. Very good point. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the weather we got. Right now, we got 4.3 kilometers an hour, so wind speeds have calmed down considerably, still due northeast. We have 25.9 degrees Celsius and 21.2 degrees Celsius with the humidity constantly dropping. Now it's 68% versus the 75. Let me see right here. We got Baraka weather situation 70. Dodge man, what's going on? Side pods working. Yep. Now we need a floor. I think the floor is actually working too. So we got the floor and the suspension. So don't forget, it was a mixture of components that completely got changed. Side pods, we got the floor, and we got the suspension. And even now, with the updates that happened earlier, don't forget, I believe it was the mirror situation and everything else changed. So there are some things working in there for that, for real. Freak Dog says, I just realized Leclerc is P19. Yeah, he's out of there, buddy. He didn't make it. Electronic Cornbread says, Piastri ain't playing with y'all, though. I really like that kid. He's my rookie. That's my rookie. Will got Logan. I got Pia. We up in here. Why you acting like a Pia? Sylvia Witt Kelly says he didn't see Lewis Hamilton. Did Princess George crown slip in his eyes? Hammer time. just like, oh shit, I ran into Hamilton. Damn it. Oh, Ham, my bad, bro. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe the tiara slid down and he's like, oh shit, I can't see. That might did happen. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Tiara slipped down in his view. All right, I'm gonna give him that. Right now, it only matters about the top 10, but there can only be one for pole position. And that one right now has the number 1 on his car, and that is Max Verstappen right now with a 112.272. Hamilton sitting in second, but that is a very good accomplishment to see Hamilton, if he can finish out Q3, because don't forget, we still got Alonso out there on track, all right, in the AMR 23, and Alonso's been known to sneak up top 3, all right? So we don't know what's going to happen, but it is very interesting, too, to see that Norris is up there and Pia and make it into Q3. So we're going to see what takes place right now. But right there, you see Hulk creeped up there. Right there, Hulk creeps up there, the top 3. Hey, that weather, like Baraka, I believe Baraka said it. That weather right now, listen, the street and the weather conditions are always the equalizer, right? But still, now it's about, can these drivers and teams mitigate those circumstances and make it happen? So several drivers right now, aside from Hulk, are in the pits. Hulk's going on another lap. Oh, yeah. Right now, it doesn't matter what he does. His time right now will stand for him being in third until these other drivers come out of pit lane. You see everybody, majority of the drivers aside from Hulk are in there. I hate to say all, and you say one isn't. That's not all. Majority of the drivers are in there except for Hulk. He's going to lay down. He's in sector 2 right now, getting ready to clean that up. Freak Dog says George may not have seen Lewis, and it doesn't sound like the team warned him Lewis was behind. Yeah, it doesn't. It definitely probably a miscommunication majority on behalf of the team, but you can't count Russell out. He does have side view mirrors, and I'm not going to say that he didn't at all see Hamilton. I'm going to say that I hope that he didn't see him, and indeed, it was an honest mistake. It could happen. We've seen it happen already several times with other drivers from other teams, so it's not going to be any different right now, even with Russell. So we should treat that as so until something really comes out that Russell indeed was just trying to block up Hamilton. All right, so we got pit out. We got Norris pit out, Ocon pit out, Sainz pit out, Pia pit out, Stroll pit out, Gasly's completing pit out, Alonso going pit out. We're going to see what happens. Hamilton in 2. Let's see what happens when they lay these hot laps down. Verstappen looks like he's getting ready to go pit out too. We got 79 kilometers, 80 kilometers an hour. So right now those are pit speeds that by his car. So he's about probably to come back out on track as well. So we're about to see what's going to go down. Right now we got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left in Q3. Let's see what we see. Let's see what we see here. All right. Very interested to see what's going to happen. Galacticus, big shout out. Haas in P3. Oh my God, is this real life? Let's go, Merc. Yeah, it's real life. I mean, but if you look at the trap speed, Haas has got 330 kilometers an hour coming across that trap speed. Hulk also faster, second fastest across the finish line. And Russell 297. So he's got the capabilities. Just about can he string those sectors together to purple it out. Freak Dogs, enough with Valtteri. He doesn't deserve to be at Mercedes. I'm glad Valtteri is gone. George Russell Day. Hey, I'm going to have to agree with Freak Dogs on that. I think Bottas definitely. I mean, what has he proven to you at Alfa Romeo? Nothing. He's proven nothing at Alfa Romeo. He's not. He's out more than often than not in qualifying sessions. He hasn't necessarily brought a big change to that team. I don't even think Audi are going to keep him if he's even still there. And Alfa Romeo is leaving the Sauber chassis, so it will just be Sauber. I do agree with the Russell acquisition, and Russell indeed is the future for Mercedes to be coupled with somebody else once Lewis decides that he's done driving. And I don't think Lewis is going to be done driving. We're going to be looking to see when that contract drops. I'm going to tell you that. All right, so here we go. Verstappen still at the top, getting ready to finish out that Sector 3. Lewis Hamilton still in second. He's getting ready to start his flying lap, just now cresting over to Sector 1. We're going to see where Alonso ends up, and Alonso jumps up to 4th. All right, he jumps up to 4th, pushing Norris down to 5th. So Alonso finishes out that nice lap right there. So he is out of there with that. So Alonso unable to dethrone, but Stroll, oh my gosh, what is happening? Stroll jumps up to 3rd. Stroll jumps up to 3rd. Sainz pushes Hamilton down to 3rd while jumping up to 2nd. And Stroll pushes Hamilton down to 4th while jumping up to 3rd. Oh, my gosh. But listen, Lewis Hamilton is just now in Sector 2, lays down a purple in that area. He is getting ready to finish out his lap. Norris now jumps up to 3rd. Nobody touching Max Verstappen, although we're starting to see some 112 times. We're getting ready to see what Lewis Hamilton is going to lay down. We're getting ready to see it. Gasly even jumps up there. Lewis Hamilton, really no purples in there, but some greens looking solid. Not doing as good coming across that 3rd, but we're going to see what his time does. Hamilton only jumps up to 5th. Max right there, pole position. Again, oh, shit. Hamilton is going to get another go. Was just a regular incident. Russell did see Lewis, and Lewis didn't know Russell was starting a hot lap. Okay, so there we go. Oh, my gosh. Max Verstappen, pole position. Lewis Hamilton looking like he's at least maybe going to get one more go. Maybe. Did he get? Yeah, he's going to get one more go at this, people. Sainz is about to close out. He's about to enter 3rd. Norris is about to enter into 3rd as well. He's finishing out, so Sainz just enter 3rd. We're going to see what happens. Right now, Sainz is 2nd. Sainz is 2nd. This is crazy. It's gone that fast. Other teams cranked it up. 112.7. Still 5/10 off Verstappen. Sainz is still 5/10 off Verstappen with the new variation of Ferrari. Lando is still 5/10 off Verstappen in the McLaren. Gasly is he's 6/10 off. He's off. Like, he ain't even close right there. Hamilton is now getting ready to finish out the 3rd. They got the cars already pulling up right there. It's a done deal, y'all. It's crazy. is crazy. Max Verstappen, that's not the crazy part. Max Verstappen pole. But what's crazy is Norris is third on pole, on position for the grid tomorrow with the Triple Crown in third. Like 3-3-3s have been happening. Sainz grabs 2. Hamilton does not make it. It is a wrap for that. He almost was there, but almost is not close enough. It is not close enough. And it is a wrap. It is a wrap right there. Damn. Almost close to seeing the W14B in one of those 3 spots. Peace and love, y'all. Chat with y'all later on tomorrow. Race day. It is race day. Peace and love, Paul. Lewis P5, Freak Dogs Flair. Yeah. Hey, damn. You thought it was going to happen, but it didn't. 112 was the time. Hamilton 112.8, not enough. Just a 10th off of getting up there to that third position. Damn. Just not good enough. He just didn't string a good enough a lap together. And to push into that 112 section, 113 wasn't going to do it. He had to push, and the W14B hit his head on the ceiling. It doesn't happen. And that doesn't help. He laid a little red partial down there in that sector 3. That didn't help him at all. So yeah, damn, that's unfortunate, but it is the case. So we'll see what happens next time. Next qualifying is what it's going to take, but we'll see what happens on race day. All right, that's where we're going to start seeing more things take place. We're going to have to see what happens on race day. Race day is coming tomorrow. Race day waffles will be here tomorrow. I'm going to be there with all the smoke with that. It would have been awesome had he got it, but he didn't. I think maybe traffic got in his way. We'll see what happened. But hey, still, there was some evidence there for you all and us to see the W14B indeed is maybe progressing on a circuit that I think we could say is like understandable and real. Like Monaco, not real what happens there. Spain is going, I told you, it's going to give us a realization of what actually these cars and these drivers can do. And right now, McLaren making out into Q3 and Lando ending up in the 3rd spot of the grid. Sainz in the new rendition of the Ferrari, I don't believe Charles was in it at this qualifying time, showing not only increased speed over Charles, but also making the number 2 spot in Spain, his home GP, and Verstappen doing what Verstappen does. He's going to lay it down like hot laps right now. The time to beat was 112.2, and nobody got close to that. 0.5 was the closest. Nobody got close. So that still proves that the RB19 is the fastest track, but teams are coming. Teams are coming. And how crazy would it be, even if Max Verstappen wins the driver championship, how crazy would it be to see teams start to not only out pole position Max Verstappen and Red Bull, but start to break up some of these wins that Max is like being assumed to have. That would be crazy in itself. Wildcat says, I got doubleheader for league, Saudi to Abu Dhabi, time to warm up. Got a one before we take off, pace and love. Hey, big shout out. Also, Wildcat does have a Twitch. So if you want to watch him race, typically he streams his races over there when he races for his league. So go check him out on that. So we'll see what happens. Big shout out to you all. That's what we're looking at for the race tomorrow. Verstappen, Sainz, Norris, Gasly, and Hamilton. I'm going to predict that Hamilton off the jump of that race by lap 3 is probably going to get by Gasly and even by Norris to get up to the 3rd spot. You're possibly looking at Lewis Hamilton make a podium tomorrow. And that's still exciting. If Lewis Hamilton gets on podium, that's even more indication that now Mercedes may be in the right direction. And we'll need to see more GPs like that. But it at least is a start to say Mercedes may have made the right decision late, but they made the right decision better than no decision. And that decision is now going to start paying them back in dividends, of course, with the development over the course of the season. Spider35 says the car looked better and more stable. Good step forward. That's what I was just saying. I agree with you. I completely agree with you. The car indeed did look better, look more stable, although Lewis Hamilton was saying earlier sometime that the drivability of the car was not that great for him. I do think that now we can see that it may start working its way, definitely that way. So got some super chats right here. Let me check these out. No, got that one. Boom. So let me make sure I didn't miss any of these super chats. Will laugh my Lando. Will said Lando. Galacticus, Lewis must be damaged from the crash and yeah, I thought when Lewis and George made contact, I saw a front wing end plate fly off. So I did see that there. I thought I saw a front wing in play fly off. Now, I'm not sure. Maybe it was Russell's and not Hamilton's, but I think a front wing in play came off of Lewis's car or George's car, either or. There was some type of, it was contact and probably was some damage. Lewis must be damaged from the crash. Yep. So Gasly going to get grid penalty. Lewis go to P4. Yep. What is he? Is he going to get a grid penalty? Because I thought it was a 4 allocation. I got to check that, but maybe so. I'll check the documents to see on that. Lewis P5. So, okay, I did get those super chats. All right, so big shout out. Boom, we up in there. What a day. Also, don't forget tomorrow we're spinning for Will to see if he's going to get a $50 or $25 gift card. He got a $50 last week. We're going to see what he gets this week. Also, somebody's getting awarded the VIP box. We got a new VIP member. Be there to see who that person is. Also, new performance. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring one of the shirts on so I can show y'all the new shirts that are going to go in the VIP boxes. I'm going to try to get one down here by race day tomorrow. And because I think I packaged one up that's going to go out to somebody lucky. And I have another one I'm trying to get it out. Galacticus, this is just 8th GP 29. So we got a lot of time. We do. That is true. That is true. So, but still, let's put it in more. Let's put it more in context. Let's put more of it in context. All right. So technically, like if we're talking about percentages, right now it's close to 30% of the season being gone. So Galactic is not wrong. There's still 70% of the season left and remaining. So the big thing is how many points can other drivers and teams score in that amount of time by not allowing Max to finish even second or third, which is going to be hard, and scoring first consistently, taking points off. That's the game. Taking points off Max, gaining points, but you don't need like 5 drivers taking these points off. If you're going to see a big change, you'll need 1 or 2 drivers taking points off consistently over the next 70% of this season remaining to change the driver outcome for the championship. Certainly, the Constructors' Championship, I believe, is going to change for that second spot, but it also could change for the first spot because what did we just see? Perez didn't even make it out. He didn't even make it out. He didn't make it out of Q2. If Perez doesn't do that, along with finishing not in points, that's going to be something that will cripple Red Bull as far as Constructor Championships, and maybe the Constructor Championship is up for grabs. That's a real thing that could happen. You're really looking at that being a possibility. Constructors Championship, if Perez doesn't come up, which is going to be real funny to me, because I'm finding it really funny and hard to just believe that it is coincidental. Every time Perez starts to win, all of a sudden, he goes on this downfall. So either Perez mentally can't deal with winning or something is affecting him being able to consistently be able to win or perform well. I'm just finding it very odd that that is always happening. That's not a theory. That's not some fucking conspiracy. That's literally what we're seeing. And I want to know why it's happening. Is it Perez or is it something else that's taking place? All right. W14B. And what if McLaren is getting their developments together and they start joining? Lando being up there? Carlos with the Ferrari, the new variation being up there? It indeed could be very interesting. But being 5/10 off is not going to do it. Not going to do it. Let me see. Mary Super Chat. Where is it? Did Shady Russell Snake done over Lewis Brain Beak? Now, I got to say this. Russell is the future. But I do agree with Mary Beanie with what she's saying there. Like, these situations don't happen with Valtteri. They don't. She's not wrong about that. We're seeing this a little bit too much with Russell. Too much to be comfortable or coincidence. Some things indeed may be an accident, but you're doing so much BS that I don't even want to deem it an accident. So there's a lot to be said there as far as if you're going to believe Russell is just an incident or is it part of him doing things that he just shouldn't be doing. Sylvia Witt Kelly. Pierre Punt still might get a penalty for impeding. Yeah, he might get that penalty. We'll see if that happens, Sylvia Wick. That's a good question. Spider 35's the car looks better, more stable. I read that one. Spider 35, I believe you're right too. Galacticus, this is just, yep, we got that. Thank you, Galacticus. And Freak Dogs, let me make sure. Freak Dog says drivers were having a hard time with tire warm up. Yeah, I mean, because the temperature was down, track moist. That is very true. Baraka It's more likely Checo at this point. Not gonna lie. Okay. Yeah, and that's what I want to know, Baraka. Is it more Checo at this point? Because he admitted it, right? Right? Checo admitted it. Checo admitted that what happened in Monaco was all him pushing harder than he should have before he should have and ruining his own situation. So, Baraka, you're right. At this point, yeah, with him saying that and with you bringing that to my forefront, yeah, I got to put it on Perez right now until I see something different. I do. Because even he admitted that he made the mistake in Monaco. So, yeah, good point on that. Good point. So we're going to see what happens. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be traveling. It's my niece's birthday. She's turning 1. So I'm going to go and spend some time with her. So I will be in travel while we're doing the Discord meet. So don't pay attention if I'm honking or yelling at somebody who can't drive. So big shout out to y'all. This is another stream. We're going to be here live. And big shout out to Xtrax38 blessing 5 people with Wolfpack memberships. Mary Beanie says Shady Russell 2.0 version of Maxi Pad Nico Part 2. Damn. She's throwing Russell all the fucking hate. Mary Beanie's like pa. She giving Russell. I wish I had my Gizzat right here so I could just crack it back and pow. Mary giving Russell all the smoke right now. Damn. Wait until the Discord meet, y'all. She is going to go off. She is going off. Watch what I tell you. She's going to go off. So, yeah, big shout out to y'all. We're going to see what happens. Peace and love. Let's go. Damn.